But yeah, their suffering is pretty bad because there is no way. Baby. I had a revelation today in Costco. I know y'all feel me. I know somebody out there feels me. You're watching my real life vlogs. Welcome back. Today was a run day, got that done earlier. First thing we got to do is stop by the Apple store so I can pick up my computer. I had to drop it off yesterday so that the screen could be repaired because we had a chipped screen, and I'm so glad that they were able to fix it practically overnight. I didn't have to wait the 3 to 5 days that they tell you, which is why I always tell people, if you have an Apple product, you simply must get Apple Care. It's not even an option at this point. And even then, Apple Care is kind of a scam if you ask me, but that's a topic for a different vlog. So I'm getting ready to go get that, and I'm kind of racing against the clock as always. When am I not racing against the clock? Because I got to get back here to get Ann off the bus and to pick up Ava from daycare. I was really excited about a couple of deliveries that came in from Amazon. Let me share those with you guys before I leave. Already running late and still adding more time to the running lateness. Yeah, it wouldn't be MsVaughnTV if I didn't do silly stuff like this. So let me show you guys. So this is the first shipment. In my last vlog, I had briefly mentioned that I was going to be switching from plastic to glass containers for my meal prepping. And I think a few people thought I was doing that for some kind of environmental purpose or some kind of health and safety purpose. Actually, no, I was really just doing it for ease of use. It's gonna be easier to keep the glass clean. So that's really the only reason I made the switch. So here they are. Again, ordered them from Amazon. They are very heavy. Okay, they're very, very heavy. The tops of them are like a plastic material, but the entire dish is glass. And this is gonna be great for like the microwaving and the reheating of it all. I can just stick this in the oven or in the microwave, and I don't have to worry about the plastic melting, which was what was happening with my plastic containers, and also having the food be like really stuck and baked on. I can just clean this and everything will be fine. It's gonna be dishwasher safe. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the durability of the lids, but I'm not as concerned since this is really the problem that I was trying to solve, the actual food compartment part. I have to take some time to remove all the plastic, get these washed and set out to dry, because I do feel like I want to wash these by hand for that first go round, and then I'll be comfortable putting them in the dishwasher after that. The other thing that I ordered from Amazon are these little glass spice containers. They come with labels. They have these little black circle ones, and then they have these white rectangular ones. And I don't know why they printed 100% natural on all of these. Seems kind of weird, but okay. I just got these so that I could finally give my spices that I've brought back from my travels a home, a proper home. So I brought back a bunch of like different seasonings from Dubai and Thailand. So I'm just gonna be transferring them to these glass containers. And I also got these from Amazon. And of course it comes with a little funnel for getting the spices into the containers mess-free. Yeah, so that's it. Today's run was a treadmill run only because I was really unmotivated this morning to run. I did not feel like it physically. I just really wasn't into it, but I didn't want to skip it because I'm trying to be disciplined and do the hard things even when I don't want to do them. That's the only way you're gonna get better, and I am trying to get better. And I decided to just do it at the gym so I could easily make adjustments to my pace without really much effort, just hit the button. Today's workout was good. It was very difficult. It was a challenge, but I got it done, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And finally, before we head out, let me show you guys my outfit of the day. I like sharing outfit of the days that are not high effort, but more so low effort, realistic, relatable. Let me know if you guys are feeling these, okay? So I'm just wearing my Nike jogger set with some Nike socks and some Air Max sneakers. And I really didn't feel like putting on a coat, but it is kind of cold today. So in those instances, I usually just reach for my little vest. This one is more like sporty, kind of like almost feels like I could go on a hike with this. I could go camping with this. It's got pockets with zippers, so I can zip my phone up in my pocket if I need to. So let's go out in these streets, y'all. Let me grab my water bottle. Ah, yes, almost forgot. Need to bring this back so I can carry my computer in. A little car chat if that's okay with y'all. So yesterday, in fact, I had a gym training session with my trainer, and it was really hard, y'all. It was actually kind of like upper and lower body, but I hit 2 PRs unexpectedly yesterday, okay? It had been a while since I did any lower body focused workouts, and so we usually do the hack squat machine when I do the lower body, so I hadn't done it in a couple weeks, and so we went back to try it, and y'all, I did a PR on that thing. I did 200 pounds. That's the heaviest I had done to date. And honestly, it's just so crazy to believe that when I started working with Christian about 3 months ago, we were just hack squatting the bar. No plates, just the bar. And now fast forward to yesterday, I'm at 200 pounds, and it was only reasonably challenging. We did 3 sets of 10. So that's actually quite a lot at that weight. If I was just doing like a 1 rep max, I probably would go much heavier. But this was just like my regular progressive overload stuff. I was like, dang. Yeah, those last few reps were definitely very challenging. I was nervous because I'm like, if I drop this weight, you know, I know Christian is right there and he's super strong, so he'll catch it. But I was like, if I drop this weight, like what the hell? So I said I hit 2 PRs. The second one was my dumbbell bench press. Now, when I started with Christian, I was doing 25 and he was challenging me to go up to 30, and I was just like, dang, 30? Like, this is really heavy. I don't know if I can do this. I would really be struggling. But yesterday, I did 35. And Christian was like, we got to move to 40 because those look too easy for you. Like the last few reps were not as struggly as they need to be. So I'm not even at my max at the moment. I need to go to 40. Girl, picture me in the gym with 2 40-pound dumbbells, 1 in each hand, throwing them up in the air on a bench. Girl, listen, when I was at my previous gym, the HIIT gym, my max on the bench press was 25. And even then, sometimes I would have to drop and swap it out for 20 because I'm like, this is too heavy. But that's because when I was doing the HIIT stuff, it was a lot of cardio, it was a lot of momentum and speed. And so you were almost incentivized to go lighter so that you could keep up with the workout. It was all about keeping up with the workout in terms of like your cardio and your endurance. And so I really love this for me. I love that I'm not doing that anymore. And of course, this is not shade to anyone who is currently enjoying a HIIT program. There's a place for it. There's just not a place for it with me anymore, at least not right now. But it definitely did what it needed to do when I needed it to do it. You know what I mean? But I kind of said that to say this. I had such a challenging lower body day. I probably should not have done speed work today, right? I probably should not have done any speed work, but I feel fine. I don't have any pain. I do have some tenderness in certain areas of my legs, but it's nothing major. It's like a good 3 out of 10, so it's nothing major. All done. Hey, Sansa girl. Somebody's getting a good nap. Sometimes I'm just literally jealous of Sansa's life. Like, she gets to live the good life and she doesn't have to pay any bills. Back home for a moment. I gotta wait for Ann to get off the bus, and then we gotta go pick up Ava girl. And then I think I'm gonna run by Costco, y'all. I think. First of all, I've never gone to Costco with both the girls. Secondly, I've never gone to Costco with both the girls by myself. So it's like 2 firsts about to happen, but I think I'm gonna just do it. How bad can it be? So many grocery items that I always put off from getting from the regular grocery store because I know I need to be getting it from Costco due to the quantity and price. Anyway, the Apple pickup was successful. I had to wait quite a while for them to bring me my finished repaired device, which was kind of weird. But I just remained patient. They were pretty crowded, as Apple always is. So here it is. The girl was like, do you want me to unwrap it? I was like, hell no, girl, leave the foam on there. I need the protection. They had it wrapped up so good. She's like, do you want to inspect it? I was like, no. Because when I get it home, if there's anything wrong with it, it's coming right back. I know my way back up here. So no need to take the foam off. I trust that you guys did a wonderful job. And they did, it looks good so far. So here it is. The new Retina display. Ooh, I'm getting dirty already. Y'all, Apple, this was the longest it ever took me to get a device repair from Apple. The girl was saying how, like, with all the conflicts and things going on around the world, that it's causing like shipping delays for like them being able to acquire parts, and that was the big thing with it. So like, y'all, this took way longer than it needed to. Like, I want to say this whole process took like 2 weeks. That is way too long to be fooling around with a repair, because this actually happened before I even went to Thailand, and now I'm just now getting my computer fixed because I had Anthony take it to the Apple store while I was away. I'm like, this is the perfect use of time. Let's just get this thing repaired while I'm on this trip. And they were saying that it was gonna take all this time to repair, and they were just gonna be having the computer. I'm like, when I get home, I need my computer to be on my desk, right? So I told him, like, let's just bring the computer back home, because it was still operable. I'm like, let's just hold on to it until they get the part, and then we'll take it back up there. So it literally took like 2 weeks for them to get the part, and that's why Anthony took it back up there last night, and then they fixed it in a day. So I was really happy that they were able to prioritize the repair, because they knew how long this was taking me. And I told the team member today, I was like, I really appreciate you guys did not have to rush this, but you guys did, and I appreciate that. But yeah, they're suffering from a logistics standpoint with getting parts and stuff. It's pretty bad. Glad it's done. Girl, Sansa's looking at me with a raised eyebrow. I'm just telling them what happened, Sansa, that's all. I'm glad it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and take it upstairs and plug it back in. It's nothing like getting some work done on your computer with the keyboard versus doing it on your phone and everything's all little. There's so many emails I need to respond to and so many things I need to do on the internet, and I do not want to do it on my phone. I've just been putting everything off, so I'm glad I only had to wait 1 day. And what's for dinner, you ask? I took out some Costco chicken thighs, and we're gonna do some rice. Annie girl, with her chips, her snacks, ready to go. Okay, let's go to the car. We gotta get going. We gotta go pick up sister. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. See you in a little bit, Sansa. See you later. Come on, let's go. We all got on our Nikes. Somebody's doing a great job keeping up. Yeah. Can you put it in the cart? Be careful. Come on, sweet girl. Yeah. You got the receipt? You got the receipt? She thinks she's doing something with this receipt, honey. I let her hand it to the girl on the way out, and she thinks she is doing something. Oh my God, thank goodness I work out, because there is no way. Baby, we did it. We survived. We made it through, and it wasn't half bad. However, at the end, Annie girl started getting real irritated because it's dinner time for her. It's 5:30. Like, my kids be eating dinner at this time, so I have to hurry up and get home, get my little children fed. But Ava did phenomenal, and Ann did really well. Somebody got a popsicle, a rainbow popsicle. All right, let's do a quick Holly haul. Okay, let's start over here. Saw the cute Hello Kitty outfit for Ava. I said, let's do it. And then of course I had to get one for Ann. I hope she can fit this, y'all, but it's so cute. Little Converse set. Paper towels, protein. We got the shrimp I always get. We got some sockeye. I usually don't like sockeye, y'all. It's not my thing, but this one was wild caught. So I thought I'd just take one for the team and just get it anyway. Got a pack of bacon. Y'all know I love Costco's bacon. 4-pack for $13. Yes, indeed. And then we got some cage-free eggs here. We got a couple of gallons of the whole milk. Got some frozen veggies. I'm gonna use this for some meal prepping because the fiber go crazy. Had to re-up on some dishwasher cleaner. I'm not sure I got the right one for this. I thought I was getting the power wash refill. I think I got the wrong one, girl, but anyway, yeah. And then some creatine powder. This is an unflavored version, and we're running out of the other one, so this is a re-up. Girl, you know I love my sourdough, so get into it. Okay, some sourdough bread from Stan's. This is like my favorite one, aside from like the fresh baked stuff. And then pita bread. I've realized that Costco has delicious pita bread, y'all. The girls love it. I love it. Listen, you just put it in the microwave and it's ready to be eaten. You could also put it in the oven if you're fancy. Got some bite-sized cucumbers. I figure this will go over well with Ann since she always wants to eat the cucumbers whole like an apple. This might be easier and better for her, so we're just gonna give these a try. Then strawberries, of course. We got some Pink Lady apples, Ann's favorite. We got some bananas, and we got some mangoes. I don't usually get their mangoes, but when I saw them, I was like, oh yeah, I need to get some mangoes because they're delicious. And they go great in Greek yogurt. These are our bad snacks. S'mores clusters, girl, it's been a while since I got these. They are so delicious. Listen, don't buy this if you're trying to not eat sweets, if you're trying to get better and all. This is just gonna throw you off because I'm telling you, this is so good. And then I got a big thing of Cheetos, because me and Ava, we love Cheetos. And then of course, Ava made me get her these organic rainbow fruit stacks. little popsicles. I guess these aren't too bad. They're made with simple ingredients and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this is the bad snack corner here, okay? Gotta have some balance. Oh, and then I got this for Ava, y'all. Believe it or not, she's really into Purely Elizabeth. She likes to eat them whole as a snack, but she also likes them on her yogurt. So I got her this chocolate chip cookie granola one because she really loves as a snack. So she was really happy about this. She was trying to open it in the store. And then Ann's school sent out an SOS for some supplies. So I went ahead and got 2 of these Lysol disinfectant wipe packs. One will be for us and then the other one will be for Ann's classroom. And also some Kleenex. So I'm gonna take like half of these and keep them for the house and the other half send them to the classroom. Pack of cheese pizza. The girls love the Kirkland brand. And then I wanted to try these lemon blueberry muffins, y'all. They're made with yellow squash and carrots. I usually like the veggies made great. So I wanted to give this one a try just as like a sweet treat after I eat. And I love the lemon and blueberry flavor profile. So we're gonna see what these do. I'm so excited. And that is everything, you guys. I'm ready to put everything away and try to get this dinner going. I'm creeping up on being very tired, but I'm really happy about this Costco run. This was really cheap this time. It was $300 something, which is the lowest I've ever spent in Costco in my entire life, honey. So I was real excited when I got to the total, okay? Let's get this party started. I got my seasoned chicken thighs in the oven. They've been going out for about 20 minutes. Kids wanted pizza. I'm getting ready to cook the basmati rice to go along with the chicken thighs, and I'm just going to go ahead and cook it in this bone broth. Y'all, I originally had regular water boiling here, and then I thought about it, and I was like, why don't I use bone broth? Add some extra protein and some micronutrients. So I switched it out, so we're actually starting over. No. You want more pizza? Ava's like, more shisha? You want more shisha? Woo, look at that. That girl making a mess today. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, this about to be good. I know I'm tripping. This might be my first time doing basmati with the bone broth. I've done the brown rice with it, but I want basmati this time. So let's see how it goes, y'all. Girl, Sansa is pissed. I had to put her outside. Ava keeps on feeding her food whenever they eat. Okay, let me show you guys the dinner really quick. I'm whispering because the kids have been put down. So there's my chicken thighs. Y'all, when I tell you this was delicious. The onion and chicken just pairs so well together. So that turned out great. And then here's my rice, cooked in bone broth, and some of my Dubai spices with that saffron mix. Girl, this was so good. I paired it with a little bit of Greek yogurt and some sliced cucumber, and it was a 10 out of 10. Put my candle out. Finally, about to lay down. To be fair, it's only 9 p.m. and the girls are in bed. That was probably the smoothest bedtime transition they've ever had. Like, oh my God, I'm so happy they just went right to bed. I think the whole Costco field trip definitely tired them out. Ava wanted to sleep with Ann tonight, so I let her, but I did take you guys' advice and I put the pillows down on the floor on her side. But honestly, I think she's actually gotten better with like dismounting from Ann's bed since the incident where she fell out of the bed. Either way, she was okay. She did not get hurt, in case you guys are wondering. But yeah, before I go downstairs to put the food away, I wanted to chat with y'all real quick because I had a revelation today in Costco. So let's rewind and let me take you guys back. This is an autism mom moment, specifically for the autism moms and special needs in general, coping with intellectual disability, because there is a difference. So as a recovering people pleaser, I have struggled over the years with being with Ann in public, and not in the way that most people might assume. I think most people might think that maybe it has to do with like being embarrassed of my daughter or feeling the overwhelming need for privacy, not wanting people to stare at her, not wanting people to see how different she is. And actually, that's not even really it. The people pleaser in me has always felt like I needed to shield strangers from the unconventional behaviors of my child. I know y'all feel me. I know somebody out there feels me. For example, I know my daughter doesn't really understand personal space, so she'll get very close to you, right? And you don't even have to know her from Adam, but she will get all up in your personal space. Ann has been known to bump shoulders, bump chests, climb on people, things of that nature. And those examples I'm just pulling from throughout the years. It's not as though she's climbing on people at age 9, but she definitely did when she was 3, okay? And those kinds of things would be like on my subconscious when we would go out in public, and I would be fearful of how others would react to that. Some of it is me like wanting to protect her and not wanting people to cause her harm or be mean towards her, but also I was worried about how other people would feel and me feeling responsible for that impact. And y'all, I have grappled with that for years, especially the older Ann gets. When she was like little, it was different because like, you know, people love babies and toddlers. Like they can pretty much get away with anything. You know, recently I've challenged myself, not just me, but like through therapy and things like that, I've learned to start to challenge myself on that because some of it is irrational. Not all of it is to protect Ann, because in most instances, she's not in danger. But I've really had to work on myself so that I can recognize that. So like when we're in the grocery store today, for example, I'm like super hyper vigilant to the point of like, it's hard for me to even function because I'm so focused on, gotta make sure Ann is not doing things, you know, to people because I don't want anyone saying anything or getting upset. Basically just realizing that I have to just let people deal with their own discomfort. If they're confused that she's frolicking through the aisles, touching all of the items on the shelf, and they're confused by it, and then also embarrassed because they can see that I can see they're confused by it, he's gonna have to deal with it. It's not my job to grab Ann and save them from themselves. They're just gonna have to sit in that discomfort because that's really what it is. It's me getting in there and intervening, trying to soothe people's discomfort when I need to be just focusing on my child. And I think I do experience public perception differently than Anthony because one, I'm a woman and he's a man. Two, I'm a little woman and he's a big man, okay? Anthony just has this aura about him when he moves through the public. He's not worried about nothing. He's not worried about nobody. He has zero fear and people get out of his way and they respect him without him having to do anything. It's just his presence. People get out of his way. So when he's out with Ann, he doesn't see it the way I do. And Anthony, of course, doesn't see it. He doesn't even understand. Like if I try to explain this to him, he doesn't understand what I'm talking about. And like, that's the thing. When a person has privilege, they can't really even see the problem. And it's because they're blinded by their privilege. But anyway, back to what I was saying, the hypervigilance. I'll go into a store. I will have scanned the entire store in like 3 seconds. And I already see like where the crowds are, where the people who seem like they don't have patience for kids, where the people who seem like they do have patience for kids. And I already see where everybody is and I'm like, we're not shopping over there. We're going over here for now. We're gonna make our way. I already have mapped out the store, okay? And that's just in me. It's embedded deeply in me. But now I'm actually starting to look at it from a different point of view. Like, you know, Ann is getting older and sometimes she's not the one that's in somebody's way. Sometimes people are in her way. You know, Ann has every right to take up space just like any other human being on this planet. Yes, she's different. Yes, she's unique. Yes, she's the minority, but she deserves the right to exist just like everybody else. And so sometimes when we're in public, if she does something or gets too close to someone or does something different, sometimes it's up to the people she's interacting with to just deal with that. You know, I don't have to deal with that for them. And for many, many years, that's what I was doing. I was dealing with the discomfort for people. I was like taking it completely off their plates. And I don't need to do that because it was breaking me down so much. And my therapist was like calling it out. She was calling it out. Like, look, you know what I mean? This is what you're doing and you need to stop. I didn't even see how it was affecting me. And it's like, I knew that this is what was going on, but it just takes practice in the real world. Like real world practice and experience to address it. And today was one of those days. And I felt it coming on, the hypervigilance. And I was like, I gotta get Ann. I gotta make sure she's not in anyone's way. And then I'm just like, you know, it's not gonna kill a person to experience Ann in a public place. And I can't protect her from every single different type of interaction. There could be somebody on the other side of the store who sees her dancing in the aisle, spinning around, and they might feel away. What can I do about that? I'm nowhere near that person and I don't even see them. And I have to kind of take on that same perspective with the people in the closer proximity also. And here's the thing, y'all, if I don't, I'm just gonna wear myself out. I'm just gonna make myself miserable every time I have to go somewhere with my daughter. So I gotta choose me. And I don't know, I just wanted to share that with y'all because I was really proud of myself today. I was really able to, it was hard, but I was really able to minimize the noise. And it felt good, y'all. It felt good to be able to just exist without the worry, without the hypervigilance, without the people pleasing. Where does people pleasing come from, you ask? Well, you can ask ChatGPT if you need to. But in my particular case, it was from growing up in an environment where my primary caregiver has behavior patterns consistent with a malignant narcissist. I'll just say that. And that kind of environment, of course, forces you to be hyper aware of the feelings and emotional state of people in your environment. Some of y'all get to just live and you only get to worry about yourself. And that's a really comfy, blissful place to be. But for some of us who are trauma survivors, we see the world a little differently. And it's not like it can't be helped, because therapy is there and it works. And I'm a living proof of that, right? I have a totally different perspective than I did say 3 years ago, but it is a work in progress constantly. And it's like a muscle you have to continue to exercise. And when you don't, you start to slip back into some of your old ways of thinking. So I'm constantly working on myself and realizing how a lot of my childhood experiences are spilling over into my parenting approach. It's really crazy. And I think millennials are the generation, or maybe even the first generation, to really connect those dots and to do something about it. But let me not talk y'all ear off, okay? Because I can do this all night. I just wanted to share that little mini revelation with you guys about the experience today in Costco, with hopes that it'll get through to another autism mom, another special needs caregiver who is going through something similar and maybe has had a similar journey. For some of y'all who have been here since the beginning of this journey, y'all know I've been through it. Are y'all proud of me? I'm proud of me. But thank y'all so much for listening. All right, I'm going to bed. Back from the gym. Now it's time to eat. I'm starving. Today was lower body a little bit. My legs are cooked. I was not supposed to do no lower body today after a speed workout yesterday and lower body on Monday, hitting PRs and stuff, and coming back and doing hip thrusts, hamstring curls. Man, my legs are hurting. I wanted to show y'all how the meal prep turned out last night. So my containers worked out great. Went ahead and washed these, got everything put away. So here's my chicken thighs and how they came out. So I know it looks like a little bit of food, I know, but the point is to have this part already prepared, and then anything you want to add to it to enhance it, because this is the part that takes the longest: baking chicken, cooking rice, right? So like I told Anthony, we could add like a hard-boiled egg to this to really make it a complete meal. You could add some Greek yogurt and some cucumber slices like I did last night. It was a 10 out of 10 delicious. Also, you could just add a half of an avocado. You could add a cup of cottage cheese to this, all kinds of things. For my little sweet snack afterwards, I'm going to have my little lemon blueberry muffin. I just warmed it up because it was straight frozen. This also happened last night. So these are the spice containers. I got those cleaned and they are fully dry and ready for spices. So I'm gonna fill these up a little bit later. So here's how I'm gonna dress this up. I'm gonna plop some of this Greek yogurt right on the rice. And then I'm gonna add my cucumber slices right in there. And just a little bit of avocado, just because this one is about to go bad. Today is the last day. A little bit of garlic on my Greek yogurt. I am a true bona fide salt snob. This is my favorite salt at the moment, you guys. I discovered this Cypress flake salt. I usually get their French sea salt one, but this is so freaking good. So the salt is in flakes. So let me show you guys what that looks like. It almost looks like little shards of ice. So this is what I'm having. Don't this look so good? Let me show y'all a close up. Oh yeah, this is about to be on point. Girl, look at that onion in that chicken with all that seasoning. Look at my fresh cucumber. This is about to be so good and filling. Made some veggies, Costco veggies. The girls are back in from playing outside, so I made their plates. They both pretty much have the same thing. We got some of that prepped chicken and rice with the vegetables, some orange slices. I cut up the chicken thighs, and then that pita bread. And my girls love bread. They had so much fun outside playing. The weather's nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve them dinner, and then we're gonna start the nighttime shutdown early today, y'all, because I'm so tired. I don't know if y'all can even see it in my face, my eyes. Like, I am so gassed. Like, I texted Anthony and I was like, I'm really tired today. I'm finished, like I'm cooked. So we are gonna be getting into bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight, y'all. I gotta have it. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Come on, Ava, you ready to eat? Hey, it's the next day. I didn't really talk to y'all today. Today was a run day. It started off with me not doing that because my body is so sore, y'all. I needed an extra day to recover. I'm just hoping tomorrow will be better because I was really, really sore when I woke up this morning. Okay, it was like a 10 out of 10. So I decided not to even run today. It was only an easy 4 miles, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to regret doing that. You know, I don't want an injury. Let me slow down, crank the volume down a little bit, okay? Today was a simple day. I just came in from playing outside with the girls, so I'm getting their dinner ready. We have an HOA meeting here in the next hour, so the caregiver's on her way over, so I just wanted to square the girls away for the evening. Girl, we haven't had an HOA meeting in years, so this is going to be interesting. Anthony is watching videos of people doing DIY pergola installs. He's so funny, but I actually love watching this kind of stuff. We went to Costco today to do that exchange I was telling y'all about, and then we were looking at the pergolas that they have in there. They got some good ones because we need to replace our pergola this year. We kind of needed to replace it last year. It's getting old, it's kind of falling apart, and it doesn't work for us anymore in terms of the functionality. So we are looking, we're currently looking. And we got the house cleaned today, so it smells wonderful in here. There's no dust. There's no fingerprints anywhere. Just having a really nice Thursday evening, if I do say so myself. HOA meeting done. It was a great, productive meeting, but not we walked out of there with director positions. We signed up to be directors. We're on the board. Oh no, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be great. We have some great new, fresh ideas. We really are trying to revitalize this HOA because it's like a 35-year-old HOA. I mean, somewhere around 35, 40-year-old HOA. So we're just trying to get in and invigorate it. And y'all know I had to let them know about the power of social media. You know, if we're gonna have a Facebook page, we have to bring it alive and use it often. So we're looking forward to putting our little spin on things. And right now we're headed into the restaurant for dinner. So let's go, y'all, let's eat. Anthony's soup tastes so good. I'm regretting my choice over here. It's a roasted poblano and cheddar. It tastes phenomenal, like 10 out of 10.
There's a price. What is the price?
There you go.
Yeah,
Anything else I can get for you two at the moment?
I love it.
No, man.
All right, enjoy.
Oh my God, yum. So first of all, I added this to my coffee today. It's a cookie butter coffee flavoring. I mean, it's not the best nutritional profile, but it's not too bad. Every now and then, you know? I got this from Amazon. Obviously unloading the dishwasher. I'm seeing that my new glass containers held up extremely well through the cycle. I have to give these a 10 out of 10, you guys. I was waiting to see how they did in the dishwasher, but my goodness, these are perfect. Girl. Every time she sees the camera, she does this. I do not ask her to do the peace sign. Ava, say hi. Yay. And go over there. Hello Kitty kids. So Ava has on her Hello Kitty outfit that came from Costco. She's loving it. And Ann girl wanted to coordinate with her pink and purple as well. We are ready to go. We're about to head out to the Children's Museum. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but Ann didn't go to school today because she's having some allergy-related coughing and sneezing. She's not sick, it's just allergies. It happens every year like clockwork. So I've given her childhood Claritin, okay? It kicked in and I think it's working. It's, you know, it's doing what it needs to do. But because they didn't go to school today, I think that they need some kind of outside experience. So we're just gonna go to the Children's Museum. Yay, you're giving me a hug. And I have to end this vlog here, so I'm not bringing you guys along, but the good news is that I'm probably going to pick up next week's vlog with this experience with the kids. So tune in next week to see, look at her, breaking into the room. Look, breaking in, how did you get that door open? I thought I locked it. So tune in next week to catch up with us, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye. And say bye. Say bye. Bye. You looking at yourself.